Hello students. So today we are going to start with our standard 6th lesson number 15, that is fun with magnets, subject science. So students, we had already finished with the first half of our lesson in the previous session. In that we had already begun with certain characteristics of magnets. We had learned three characteristics. Now we'll move to the fourth characteristic of the magnet. Now what you have to do is you have to fix a powerful bar magnet to a stand and then fix an iron bar at a short distance below the magnet. Now take some iron fillings near the iron bar. Now what will you see, students? What you will see that some of the iron bar will stick to the magnet. Now what you have to do is after some time take the magnet away. What will happen? The iron fillings which were stick to that iron bar when the magnet was near, it will fall off. Correct? It will fall off as soon as the magnet is taken away. That is, the magnetism in the bar vanishes. Basically students, a magnetic material acquires magnetism when placed near a magnet. This magnetism is called induced magnetism. Understood? Next characteristics is what you have to do is you have to fix a bar magnet to a stand. Okay, now let it become steady. Now you have to take another bar magnet near that hanging bar magnet. What will happen? Do the same again and again, exchanging the ends of the magnet. What will you see? You will see when two opposite directions of the magnet or the two opposite ends of the magnet come near each other, they start attracting. But if the same poles or if the same ends come near each other, they repulse. That is, they go away from each other. Okay. Basically students, there is repulsion between like poles of a magnet while there is attraction between the opposite poles of the magnet. Understood? Now the last characteristic you have to take is a needle or a nail. Now place it steady on a table. Now keep on rubbing a magnet over it from one end to the another. Now do this 7 to 8 times. Now afterwards take few pins near that particular needle or nail. What will you see? That in this way magnetic objects acquire magnetism. Magnetism of this kind is temporary. It lasts for a short while. That means that particular needle or nail becomes a temporary magnet. Understood? Now students, I'll show how you can make an electromagnet. Now what you have to do is, what apparatus or what materials you need is an iron nail of about 10 centimeter length and a 1 meter long insulated copper wire and a battery, cell, pins or other magnetic objects. Now what you have to do is you have to wrap the copper wire around that particular nail as shown in this particular picture on your screen. Now join both the ends of the wire to a cell. Now take the pins near the head of the nail. What will you see? What you are going to see? Any idea? During the above activity, we saw that pins stick to the nail. Now stop the electric current and see what happens. The pins sticking to the nails fall off. Why does that happen? Because magnetism is produced in the nail due to the electric current. When it is put off, the magnetism vanishes or disappears. Such a magnet is called as an electromagnet. This magnetism is temporary. Now electromagnetism is used in many places in our day-to-day life. For example, it is also used in instruments such as doorbell. You have seen, if you put your switch off of the doorbell, it will not ring, but when you put it on, it will ring. Same way, cranes, there are cranes used to pick up heavy rumbles in the construction site and all. Now on the other hand, the magnets fixed to a pin holder or the door of a cupboard are permanent magnets. Now, permanent magnets are made from a mixture of nickel, cobalt, and iron. For example, the material Alnico is a mixture of aluminium Al, nickel Ni, and Co, that is cobalt. Okay. Students, I'll take you to the past. Now, what is there in the past is there is the British scientist Michael Faraday, which you can see on your screen. Now, what he did, he developed the technique of producing electricity with the help of a magnet. Michael Faraday was born in a poor family. As a young boy, he had to work with a bookseller. There he read many books and developed an interest in science. Later, he went on to do research at the Royal Institution in London. It is due to Faraday's research that today we can use electricity and electromagnetism in innumerable and many instruments in our day-to-day life. Understood, students? Here, students, now the properties of electromagnetism and repulsion between magnets are also used in a maglev train. This is the picture of a maglev train. Okay. Now, due to the repulsion between the train and the rail, the force of friction does not comes into play, and the train just slides over the rails with great speed. The magnets fixed on the two sides of the train helps it to move forward. To know more that how this maglev train works, you can use YouTube and type maglev trains, and then you can watch more videos on it. Okay. So, do you know, students, that there is a strip of magnetic material in our ATM cards or credit cards? You must have seen a black color strip. Now, what this strip is used for is where necessary information about the user is stored. If you swipe the card, that magnetic strip swipes and all your details are on the computer. Magnetic materials are also used to store data in the hard disk of a computer, an audio or video tape, etc. Okay, students, how is magnetism destroyed? Now, magnetism gets destroyed when a magnet is heated, thrown, knocked about, or broken into pieces. So, therefore, it is very important to store magnets carefully. For that, a piece of soft iron is placed in the box in which a magnet is kept. Now, what does this iron helps? This bar of soft and pure iron actually protects a magnet. Therefore, such a bar is called a magnet keeper. Also, students, at the end, you should always remember various scientific knowledges or discoveries we gain through them. Now, the various instruments or gadgets we develop with its help are all useful for the progress of man. They must be used for the good of mankind. We have to take precautions while working with electricity or with important devices. We must use them under the guidance of our elders. Okay. Now, one more thing I want to say you is about Science Watch. So, student scientists have made many discoveries and inventions on which our life actually depends today. So, many of you must have been thinking that, can I become a scientist too? How should I prepare to become a scientist? You can become a scientist. You can read stories of scientific discoveries, and you can also try out various activities and different ways of doing them. You can ponder over your own experiences. Okay? So, I hope that you understood this lesson very well, and all the concepts and all the points regarding magnet is being cleared out to you all. So we'll meet in our next session with our next lesson. That will be probably our last lesson for standard 6th. Thank you.